Hello everyone, welcome to Meroleg Royal Garments House, Abuja, Nigeria, home of modest outfits. I am Mercy Acho and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me here, you are highly welcome. To my DIY fam, thank you so very much for your encouragement. So today's tutorial will be on how to sew in details female trousers, the very one before you in this video. The drafting part of this tutorial is on this channel. Please make use of that tutorial if you are yet to do so. It's going to help you a great deal. Now let's begin the process. So guys, this is the fabric we will be using for the trousers I drafted out some time ago. The tutorial is on this channel. If you have not watched the drafting part, please do so. So if you remember, this is the pattern for the trousers. So this is what we will be using to cut out on this fabric. All right. Okay. So I'm going to place it appropriately on the fabric. Then I'll let us see how it is like before cutting it out. So guys, as you can see, I've placed the pattern on the fabric. All right. So this is the front side. So I'm using 2 yards of Duchess fabric. So I'm going to cut it through all the way, not adding any sewing allowance because I have already added whatever allowance I will be needing for these trousers here on the pattern while drafting the pattern. All right. So we are going to cut it out right now, following the pattern. Okay. I'm going to do that behind the camera because I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So guys, here is the trousers. You can see there is no allowance anywhere. I just cut it exactly as the pattern. All right. So I'm bringing this out and this is what it is. Okay. All right, guys. So at this point, I'm going to create where we will be fixing our pocket before we will proceed. I'm going to bring this down this way so you will get to see appropriately how I will be doing that. So to create where we will be fixing our pocket, we will be marking 1 inch from here, from the edge inward, 1.5 inches, like so. Good. And then the length of the pocket, okay? This is the wideness of the mouth of the pocket where your hand will be going through inside, okay? So the distance is this 1.5 inches, the wideness of the mouth of the pocket. And so for the distance, you can mark 6 inches or 7 inches. It shouldn't be more than that, all right? So I'm working with 6 inches, all right? Like so. You can either use your straight ruler to mark it very straight, like so, slantly, like so, with no curve, all right? Or you can either use your curve ruler to give it a little curve by the side, or you can use your free hand to curve it a little. I will be using my curve ruler to do that, to give it a little curve, like so. Sorry, my hand is going to block your view at this point, but you will get to see it once I take off my hand. So like so, a little curve, all right? So here is the straight one, here is the curved area. I hope you can see. So I'm going to cut through because I'm working with the curved side of it. So I'm going to cut through like so. Good. I didn't want to do that in my pattern because I will be using it for several tutorial trousers. All right, so we are going to pause here for the pocket side of these trousers. Then we will come back later. So guys, remember while we were drafting the trousers, I told us that this side is going to be unfold, all right, like you're folding it this way. So this place is going to be sealed, all right. This place is unfold, right, like so. So this place is sealed. So this place that is sealed, you put it this way, like so. The same thing with the back. So I'm going to keep it like this, cut it this way, not adding any sewing allowance. So I'm going to cut it behind the camera in order for this video not to be too long. When I'm done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So guys, I have concluded cutting out the fabric using our pattern, all right? So this is the pattern for pocket, and I've cut out the 2 pockets, which is supposed to be 2 pieces for each pocket, like I told us while we were drafting, right? So one side is going to serve like the lining, and then the other part, the fabric. So these are 2 pockets. And here also, this is the front waistband. I cut 2 pieces. One is going to serve like the lining and the other the real fabric. The same thing for the back. So that is what it is. All right, so we are going to proceed to start to join the trousers together. All right. Before we proceed to sewing the trousers, we are going to work on this place for the pocket side. All right, this is the trousers side. So I'm going to keep one, and this is for this side. So watch appropriately. This is how to work on your pocket. All right, so I'm going to open it this way. I actually use these pins to hold the 2 pieces together so they won't slip out. So this is how you work on your pocket. So you're placing it like so. You watch, the cuff area is at the inner side of the trousers, and then the straight area is by the side. So you place it this way. You place it this way, like so. At this point, I'm going to take out one of these pins. Then I'll use my scissors. I'll pick up one part of this pocket like so. All right, good. This is one of it, and this is one of it. I'm going to cut it like so, following this pattern here, but just one side of the pocket, not both sides. So I'm going to cut it like so. Be careful so you don't cut both sides of the pocket. All right, you can see the down part. One is down here. All right, so let's continue like so. Good. So this is what we have here. This is one side of the pocket, and this is it. So this is serving as the lining part of the pocket, and this is serving as the real fabric. All right, so the same thing is applicable to this other side of the pocket. So to fix the pocket, we have begun sewing these trousers already. So you have to pay close attention so you don't miss at any point. All right, to sew the pocket to the trousers, this is what we are going to do. We are going to take this out, and then I will take the pocket itself to the sewing machine. I will use half an inch. Remember when we were drafting the pocket, we added half an inch for sewing allowance, right? All right, so I'm going to sew it like so, and then I'll stop here. I'll come back and let you see what to do next. All right, so I've sewn this area to this area, and this is what it is like. Okay, this is it. All right, so the next thing to do here is to bring this side of the trousers, this part. So this is the down part. Let me make it very easy for you. All right, see the way it is. Okay, the next thing to do is I'm going to pick it out like so, like so. Can you see? And I'll face it like so. So this is the right side and this is the right side. So I'm fixing it like so, and then I will sew all over to the top. All right. So I'll take it to the sewing machine, sew it this way. I will top stitch. Then I'll bring it back for you to see. All right. Good. Whatever I'm doing to this side of the pocket and trousers is the same method I will use to do to the other side of the trousers as well. So this was how we sewed the pocket, right? This was how we sewed the pocket, right? Now watch. Pocket. So you turn it over like so. I hope you can see. I've not ironed it. There's something I want you to see before I will top stitch, and then I iron it, and you will see how it will lie appropriately. So this is how it ought to be. This is the mouth of the pocket, all right? I wanted you to see how you will top stitch it, so you don't top stitch it wrongly, okay? All right. So to top stitch the pocket, this is how you will turn your trousers this way. So these sides are the rough side of the fabric, and this is the right side. In fact, from the sewing, you can see that this is the back side, right? So when you're top stitching, don't top stitch to the trousers part. Bend this allowance to the pocket part of the trousers, all right? And then you will top stitch around this area. So I'll take it to the sewing machine. I will place it like so. Face this allowance to the pocket side, top stitch it, and I'll bring it back for you to see what it looks like. So this is it. I have top stitch. This is the top stitching right here. And this is it this way. You can see how it's neatly done. All right, so let's fold it to the right direction. This is the pocket. So we are folding it like so. Good. So I'm going to iron it right away. So guys, this is what it is like. So this is our pocket. This is going to be sealed by the time we sew the back side to the front side. So it's going to be sealed here. And then you'll have your pocket, your opening here, like so. I believe this is very simple, right? Okay, so we will proceed. Here is the other side of the trousers, all right? I have done the same thing to it. Now, before we join the two together, let me say that in order for the pockets not to be flying up and down, all right, for it to be intact, either you take it to the sewing machine and then stitch this upper part together. You can see it's open. By the time you pick this up, the pockets might be flying up and down. So to keep it in place, either you will take it to the sewing machine and stitch above here, which is here also, or you will use your pins to hold the pocket together while it's still in the process of sewing, so that it doesn't begin to fly up and down or shift away from its position. I hope that is clear. All right, just like what I did here. You can see I use my pins to hold the pockets and the trousers together so that it doesn't start shifting from its position and flying here and there. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I will use my pins to hold this together before we will join both legs of the trousers together. I hope that is clear. All right. So as you can see, make sure the length of the trousers and the pocket upward align appropriately. So I'm just simply tagging the trousers and the pocket together to keep the pocket in place. All right. So the next thing to do right now is to bring both legs of the trousers together. So this is the right side and this is the right side. We are going to join these two together, and both are front sides of the trousers for now. So I'm going to face the right side this way. This side also is the right side. So the right side is facing the right side of the fabric. So like so. So arrange it appropriately. These sides are the pocket side. This is the crotch area. So I'm sewing 1/2 inch downward. I will do the same thing to the back side of the trousers. So this is the back side of the trousers. And this is the crotch area, like so, is the crotch area. So I'm going to also use my 1/2 inch to join both legs together. I will be back to show you what next to do. So I have joined both legs together. This is the back side. I've joined both legs of the back side together at the crotch area. This is it. This is the back side, and this is the right side. Also to the front, I have done the same thing. This is it. All right. Now watch out and see what next to do. So the next thing to do right now is to bring both sides together, which is the back and the front, like so. Before then, very important, before then, you'll have to cross-check the waist at the front side of the trousers, all right? You have to cross-check the waist at the front side of the trousers because of the pocket. It can add extra allowances to your waist measurement. So let's fix it if the pocket has changed our waist round measurement. So we are bending it like so, all right? Carefully arrange the pocket. So carefully arrange the trousers and the pocket as well to cross check. So the waist round measurement we are working with is 32. Now 32 divided by 4, we have 8 inches. So you will place your 8 inches at this point here, this area you stitch. So this area you stitched, that's where you're placing your tape to check. So can you see, this is our 8. So this is our 8 here. You're cross-checking your waist round measurement, all right? So you will connect like so. Now remember to add your sewing allowance before you cut out any excess. Don't ever forget this part. If not, your waist will be bigger than the waist round measurement you're working with. So I'm going to cut out this excess here. You can see we have little excess this direction. So I'm cutting it out like so. Good. All right, so the back is perfectly okay because we didn't add any pocket on it. So it still has its original measurement. All right, guys, so we are going to join the front piece and the back piece together. Like so. Front side facing the front side. Like so. And like so. So we will start with the down part. The under part, the crotch, the down part. So you will bring this area and this area like so. Make sure they match together. All right. And so you will join them like this all the way to this other side, and then from here all the way to this other side. Why you are starting here is so that they don't shift. They don't shift this place and this area here. They don't shift. You can use your pin to hold both sides together so they don't shift. All right. So you will stitch from here down like so, down, and then you turn it over to this other side, and then you back stitch and sew it down. All right. After you have done that, you can now join the sides. All right, both sides together. I will do just that and then bring it back for you to see how it looks like. Then I will show us what next to do. So guys, before I continue with the sewing of these trousers, this information I want to give out now is for my beginners. If you have never sewn a trouser before, and this is your first time of sewing a trouser, and you are following this video strictly, now let me show you what you have to know before we continue. You can see to the down part of the trousers, I've joined it already. And you can see that here both sides are corresponding. Then to the sides, I'm yet to join it because I needed to give my beginners this information. Normally, the back side of the trousers is usually bigger than the front side. All right. The back side of the trousers is usually bigger than the front side of the trousers. So if you're joining your trousers and you notice the back side is bigger than the front side, please don't cut out any allowance. All right. This is the back side and this is the front side. So if you're sewing, you will notice that the back side is bigger than the front. If you have something like this, a little like this, you can see that here is a little bigger than the front, right? The back side is a little bigger than the front. Don't cut this allowance out. What you should do is just simply drag the front to meet with the back, and then use your 1/2 inch to sew. Not just at the upper part, though. You are going to notice it from the waist part down to the ankle. That is going to be a little bigger, like so, something like this. Please don't cut it out. Don't try to join it here and then cut this excess away. Simply drag the front to meet with the back. All right, the same thing to this other side of the trousers. I hope that is clear. All right, I thought to let you know so that in case you have never sewn a trousers or a trouser before and you notice the back side is kind of bigger than the front, you will not be confused or you will not be thrown off balance. I hope this information is useful to you. All right, so I'll take it back to the sewing machine and then join the side using my 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I have joined both sides of the trousers together, and this is what it is like. I'll turn it over for you to see. This is the back side and this is the front side. So this is it. I hope you can see. Now, if you look closely, you will see that I left an opening to an extent also to this other side. The reason is because we have to fix our waistband before we can join this other side to close it up. All right. Okay, so now that we have, done the back, the sides of the trousers, we are going to keep it aside and then work on the waistband. So here are our waistband. This is it. So to this waistband, this is the back side. One is serving like the lining and then one like the one as the normal fabric. So this is the front side of it. So this is pepper stay. I'm going to iron it on the waistband to give it some weight, all right, because the fabric is just too light, like so. So when you're using your pepper gum, you have to check which side of the pepper gum has gum on it. So the sharp side is the side with gum, and then the light side is the side without gum. So it's the side that has gum on it that you will place on the fabric. Remember, this is the right side and this is the back side. So you're placing it at the back side, the rough side of the fabric, all right, like so. And then you iron it. So I'm going to do this to the 4 pieces of this waistband, all right. So guys, I have concluded ironing the pepper stay on the fabric. So this is what it is like. This is the back and this is the front. So the front side facing the front side of the fabric. And so the next thing to do is to sew it this way, straight, all right. The same thing I will do to the back side of the waistband. So let me also label it so I don't mix it up with the front. So this is the front, this is the back, and this is the upper part, this is also the upper part. So I will take both to the sewing machine, use 1/2 inch to sew. I'll do the same thing to this other side, and then I will top stitch using the side that will serve as lining, all right. Remember, the areas you top stitch, the threads are supposed to be hidden. They are not supposed to be showing on the outside. So make sure to note which side is the lining part and which side will be serving as the fabric side. So you will know which side to top stitch. I hope I didn't confuse you. All right, so I'll take this to the sewing machine and do just that. So here are the waistband. As you can see, I've top stitched the side I choose to be as my, or I choose to serve as my lining, all right. So I've top stitched to that area, which is this side. So to iron it, this is what it will be like. So if I'm fixing it on my trousers, this will be the side that will be on the skin, on the body, all right. So this is the side that will be showing because There's no thread showing anywhere around this side, all right? Unlike this other side. The same thing to this other side of the belt. So these are the two waistband. The next thing to do is to fold in 1/2 inch inward, all right, to this other side of the fabric, which is serving as the fabric, not the lining, all right? So I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch inward, and then I'll let us see what next to do. I will do the same thing to this other side. So if you cannot fold like this, just use your tape measure and mark 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch all the way to the end, all right? But for me, I wouldn't be doing that because I already know how to fold my 1/2 inch. So I'll fold it like this to the end, and I'll do the same thing to this other side. I'll do that using my steam iron. If you don't have steam iron, please use whatever iron you have. But make sure to splash water on your fabric so it doesn't get burned because of dry iron, all right? So this is what I have here. I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. I've done just that. As you can see, you will see the reason why I choose to fold that 1/2 inch at the fabric side, not the lining side, all right? Now, this is the right side of the fabric, all right? So what I will do is, this is the side that is going to serve as the lining. I'm turning it like so. So you see that if we fix it, this is the side that is going to face the right side, right? All right. Now, before I fix it, let me notch the center of this waistband. You will do the same thing to this other side. Notch the center of the waistband. Good. So that it has to match up with this stitch area here. So I'm going to bring this side I didn't fold, which is the lining side. I'm going to bring it up like so to match up with this area. All right. Then I will sew it to this other direction, and then I'll turn it over, sew it 1/2 inch to this other direction. All right. Good. Let me do that using the sewing machine, and then I will show you what it looks like and what next to do. Okay, guys. So as you can see, I have attached the waistband already. So this is what it is like. After attaching it this way, you can see that the rough side is facing the right side, right? It's facing the right side. So the next thing to do is just to cover up like so. So this is the reason why I folded 1/2 inch at this other side of the waistband, which is the fabric side, all right? So I will close it over like so. Like so. And then I will top stitch. I hope you can see. So I'll bring it over like so, and then sew through here. I will sew at the upper part like so to the end. I will do that to the back side of the trousers as well. And then when I do that, we will now close up these areas, this opening here at the side, all right? And I also want you to note that these trousers has a zipper at the side, all right? So I'm going to close one side of the trousers, and then one side of it, I'm going to fix a zipper on it, all right? So it's a trousers with a zipper by the side. So I'm taking it to the sewing machine right now to sew through, and then I'll be back to show us what it looks like and let us know what next to do. So guys, here comes the trousers. I have fixed the waistband and this is what it is like. You can see how neat it is, right? And here is one of the pockets, as you can see, and this is one of the pockets as well. Here is the zipper that will enable you wear the trousers appropriately. All right. Okay, guys, I hope this is making sense, right? Now, there's one more thing I'm going to show us before we will be done with the sewing of these trousers. And that will be to hem the down part of the trousers, all right? So to do that, this is how to fold your trousers to do that. So you bring up, see the way I'm picking my trousers? This middle, which is the front, you fold it like so. I hope you can see. And then you carry it up this way. This is the proper way to iron your trousers. This is how you can also get your accurate length for your trousers. By the time you're done, one side will not be longer than another side. So I hope you can see how I folded that, right? Good. So this is it. In case you're confused, I didn't keep it this way. Let me return it back. I didn't keep it this way. If you want to get the length of your trousers this way, you will go wrong. All right, you won't get it appropriately. So this is the best way to get the length of your trousers. So this is your waist, right? This is the middle and it's the front. You pick it over like so. You also hold to the back side. Turn it over like so, and then you spread it. Good. Adjust it, and then you give it a very good press. So I'll give it a good press. Fold it down. Let me bring it over. So this is the down, right? I will use my tape to check the length from the upper part, which is from the waistband down to the length, and then I'll hem with 2 inches. Remember, we left 2 inches while drafting the trousers, right? So I'll be using the 2 inches to hem the trousers. Thereafter, I will let you see what it looks like. This is how to iron it. This is how to iron your trousers. Then you can pick one leg up this way, like so. Iron it all the way. Iron it to this direction, to this other direction. You turn it over and do the same thing as well. So guys, here is the final look of the trousers. Can you see that? This is what it is like. And here is the down part. I've already hemmed it. So this is what it is like. So guys, with this, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If this tutorial is helpful to you, please don't forget to give us your thumbs up. Yes, please like, comment also if this is of help to you in any way. Thank you so very much. Till I come your way next time with another educative and informative tutorial. You can also share this video with friends, recommend others to my channel so that YouTube can push this video out there for others to make use of as well. Thank you for watching.